What's up everyone, it's Tony here, and welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be touring this 2018 93-foot Viking Enclosed Flybridge Super Yacht. This yacht is presented by Jeff Stanley at Gilman Yachts of Fort Lauderdale. Inside you have 5 different cabins, sleeping up to 10 guests. And guys, these Viking yachts are built in the United States in the state of New Jersey. Viking is a very well-known American yacht brand. They build a lot of sport fishing yachts, but they also build some incredible super yachts as well. This one is actually one of only 2 models that they produced of this 93-foot enclosed flybridge version. So of course it's 93 feet in length. It has a beam of 24 feet and 4 inches, and it has a draft of 5 feet and 11 inches. So I'm actually glad we were able to get somewhat of a profile shot, but I'm also going to throw a picture or 2 on the screen right now so you can also see some more professional looking profile shots. This yacht has a very striking look and profile in the water. And you see a little preview. There is a fold out terrace right here, and you'll see the teak from the opposite side. But we're going to walk around and go ahead and get started with the tour. So at the back of the yacht, you have your hydraulic swim platform. Really quick, here's a quick shot. I'm trying to keep my shadow out of the way, but here's a quick shot of some of the specifications. Of course, we'll have all the specs down in the description. And you can see your hydraulic swim platform. And we also have the garage opened up. So this transom door will open up. You can see you can house a small tender or a jet ski in here. And then there's also an opening to the engine room, but of course we'll see this later on in the tour. You have the stairs leading up to the aft deck on either side. And you're greeted by this beautiful aft deck. You have 2 high gloss tables, and you can see one of these can fold over so you can expand and connect the 2. So you have a lovely alfresco dining area. Then you also have the bar area. You have 3 really plush bar stools. And then back here, of course, you're gonna have all of the items for the catering area. So you have your ice maker, refrigerator, your sink. And then this door will lead down to the crew area. You have boarding gates on either side. So no matter how you're tied up, it's very easy to get on board. Then of course the stairs lead up to the flybridge. But first, let's step inside the main salon. All right, so just working around the crew a little bit here, you can see this beautiful main salon. You have a lovely mix of the woodwork on the walls with a different type of wood on the floor, but then bits of carpet installed in different areas. There is a TV that rises up right here. And I really like how the grain in the woodwork, it's matched. So between the cover and the rest of the cabinet, the grains, you'll see that it all lines up. Little details like that definitely elevates the space. You have a wine fridge. And then these stairs lead up to the enclosed flybridge. Then naturally, forward of this area, we have our formal dining area. And then you do have a beautiful side access door right here. So these doors open up all the way. And then you can see the teak on the wall here. So this terrace will fold out. So obviously you can set this up, really open up the space. And one thing I liked about this Viking, they hold true to that American tradition of keeping the country kitchen. It's a style that's very popular here. So if we continue forward, and since this was delivered in 2018, it's very modern in here. We have 4 stools. And then you have 2 different tones of stone up on the countertops. And then obviously a full-size refrigerator and freezer. And then it looks like Miele appliances. And I like how you have the huge window over here. It actually curves with the body of the ship. And you have your sink right over here. And a side access door. Then forward of this area, we just have a little table set up here. So another high gloss table with the bench seating. You could use this as a little breakfast spread, just a morning cup of coffee, whatever you want here. Or you could also use this as a hybrid area for the crew as well, if they're working in here. Very common on these country kitchens. And then once again, all of the grain matches up between the doors and the wood above it. So, love seeing those little details. And then over here, this is the day head for this level. So now we're going to head downstairs, and you probably saw earlier there's a staircase right here. Then you also have one forward. So we're going to start forward because this is the staircase that leads down to all the guest cabins. We have 4 guest cabins down in this area. First in the hallway, you have your professional series from Miele, your washer and dryer. Then let's start aft with this cabin right here. We have 2 single beds. Naturally, on a yacht this size, you have the full standing headroom, and it actually way more than you would anticipate. And then this shares the ensuite with the day head. It's located right here, but it's still a really good size. And realistically, I would imagine that this door stays closed for the most part. Obviously, it's open right now for the show, but all you have down on this level are cabins, and everyone has their own ensuite. And you also have the day head upstairs. So this probably doesn't get used too much as a day head. At least that would be my assumption. But either way, it's still nice to have the door out in the hallway if you need it. Then you have your closet system over here. We're not going to open up all of these, but we will open up this one. It lights up automatically. All right, so that's cabin number 5. Here's cabin number 4. I like how you have the storage underneath the bed, and then you have a similar closet system over here. And their ensuite is right here. Also a really good size. And these ensuites feel extra large because you actually have a mirrored ceiling. So it looks like the ceiling is much taller than it is, but obviously you still have full standing headroom. But when you walk into it, it gives that perception of being much taller. And if we continue up the hallway, now it makes much more sense why we have the door in the hallway, because that ensuite will be shared with this cabin. But this is still a good sized room. You have large single beds in the bunk bed configuration. And then last but not least, you do have the VIP cabin all the way forward. Once again, storage underneath. I like how the bed is backlit as well. You have a pretty cool design. It's illuminated in the headboard as well. And you'll also see the shade is across, but you do have a huge skylight as well. Then if we turn around, you'll see their TV is up here and their ensuite right here. They also have a little closet as well. It's almost funny because this door is so thin, but it's still very intricately detailed, very sturdy hardwood. And I also noticed one of these little closet doors out in the hallway as well. Yep, I think it was right here. And you have the matching wood accents in the wall. So, lovely little details all throughout this level. Now, we're going to head up the stairs, and we'll go back to the other staircase. And I'll point it out on the other railing too, but this is so beautifully wrapped. I love all the little details that I'm finding on this Viking yacht. All right, now, wrapping around, like I said, we have another beautifully wrapped railing right here. Now this staircase is exclusively for the owner's suite. So we come through this door. And as you'll see, this room is the full beam of the yacht. Very similar styling as the other rooms with the beautiful hardwoods. And we have an extremely large TV mounted. You have a dressing table on the far side of the room. Then your ensuite is right back here. And it's a similar style to the other one. You have a very modern looking stone for all the different countertops. And this is the double vanity, of course. Toilet on the far side. Then if we come around here and we'll turn around, you'll see the walk-in shower. So if you're enjoying this Viking super yacht so far, make sure you leave a like on the video and also subscribe if you're new. Any type of engagement you leave, it's absolutely free, and I greatly appreciate it because it helps out the channel. So, up the staircase, back to the main salon. I think now we're gonna head upstairs to the enclosed flybridge. When I say enclosed, obviously that means it's closed off. That's pretty self-explanatory, but obviously there's full AC in here. It's essentially a complete interior space, but then naturally it's also where your helm station is located. So it's also a Skylounge. And we'll start all the way forward. We have the Stid helm chair, then you have the double Stid seats on each side. And then here you can see all the controls for the yacht. Very modern suite of electronics. You still have your compass forward. And this yacht does have a Seakeeper stabilization system. The controls are right here. You can see the joystick. You have the bow and stern thruster, your throttle control, your steering wheel, of course. You can see your camera system. Obviously, you got to have situational awareness of everything that's going on. But this is such a great vantage point. You get a fantastic view from up here. Then there's also a huge skylight overhead. And this can be closed off with shades if you don't want all that natural light. And then we kind of bypassed it, but of course, this is the Skylounge. So same as downstairs, you have the beautiful high gloss wood and the TV that rises up right here. And same thing, everything is matched. Then the L-shaped sofa on this side with your coffee table. Then you also have the bar area. You can see your 3 chairs here, and it may look like they're just facing the window, but this window can be raised up, so you can really connect these two spaces. You can open up this door, flip up the window, and then you have an inside-out situation going on. Then I almost forgot, you do have a day head on this level. So every level has the day head, and I really like, they're obviously much smaller tiles, but I really like the black and white design they have down here. That's just a classic design for a kitchen or bathroom. And as you can see, like I said, we can open up this. You have the button right here, and you'll see how the window comes down. We're not going to do it all the way, but you get the idea. And I love how the window can be hidden down in this section, completely out of the way. And I did want to show this off as well. This is how you can open up this door. So this will fold over. You lower this window down, and it's got a complete open space. I think you can get the idea. And then obviously that will fold right back into place. Back here, let's see what we got under here. Looks like a barbecue. You also have your sink, the refrigerator. Then of course this is the window that I just showed off, how you can lower this. Back here, of course, you have speakers littered throughout. We have the 4 bar stools. And then you also have, you can customize this however you like, but you also have the freestanding furniture that fits the space nicely. And then you also have the shade overhead to protect yourself from the sun. All right, let's head back downstairs. Now we're gonna head up to the bow, and we will walk past this terrace that folds over. So, right up here, you have another shade overhead. And this is a lovely area. You have the built-in bench seating right here, and I like the little cup holder sections. And you also have cup holders built in over here. You have the built-in pop-up lights. You also have the storage for your fenders or anything else you need to store right here, cleaning supplies. You have the Fusion stereo system, so the control is right there. And then forward of this, you have another storage locker, as well as a huge sun pad area. So you and your family and friends can lie out and enjoy a beautiful day like today. And obviously this yacht isn't explicitly a sport fisher. You still get kind of similar lines, so I really like that hybrid between a lovely super yacht and a sport fishing vessel. Obviously that's what Viking is known for the most part. But as you can see, when they're trying to build something a little more super yacht-like, they do a fantastic job as well. And here, let me go all the way to the front. They kept everything very clean up here, so you have the different hatches to access some of the systems down below. Let's open up one of these doors. So you can see your windlass is located right under here. Like I said, they set this up extremely nicely. So you have the teak-lined covers. It keeps it very clean up here. Viking is known for their quality. I think you can probably tell as we've been going throughout this tour, this is a fantastic listing. All right, now we're gonna head down to the engine room as well as the crew area. And since we saw the garage, which was opened up in the beginning, I think we'll go down through the crew area first, and then we'll make our way into the engine room because it is accessible from both sides.
Oh, nice.
So let's close that up behind us. And you have the staircase going down, and I like that they have handrails at different sections. Then before I show you the crew area, you can see some of the monitoring systems right here. You have some battery switches. So electrical panel right here. And then right away you're greeted by the first crew cabin. So you have a bunk room in here. They have their closets over here, and I believe the heads are shared. So if we look around here, it's still finished really nicely down here. You do have the hardwood on the floor, and you still have the quartz countertop, or that might be marble, quartz or marble. So it's still finished really nicely down here. You also have a bit of stone lining in the shower as well. Not completely, but just a little bit. And it's always nice to see when there is some thought put into the materials in the crew area. No one likes to see a completely white GRP, gross, disgusting crew area when you have such beautiful interior spaces for the guests. I really think they did a good job here. And for the mess area, you'll see there's a microwave, you have drawer refrigeration below, some countertop space, and a cute little seating area right here. Look at this table. But still, high gloss, same type of wood you have inside. And then the captain's cabin is located right here. So it looks like up to 3 crew on this one. And there's also a TV. And then as mentioned, we can get to the engine room from either side. So here's the first way, through this door, very easily accessible. And then you'll see the open door to the garage that we saw in the intro. So I'm gonna show you the engine room, and then I'm gonna come back here and talk about the engines because it is a bit loud in here. And a little sneak peek, you do have MTU engines on this yacht. So let's take a look. God. It's incredibly clean. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. I'll tell you in a second. All right, guys, I'm very impressed with that engine room. My first impression, you walk right in, it's extremely well lit, it's very clean, it's cool in there, very comfortable. And the ceilings were incredibly high as well. So all great things to say about that engine room. Obviously 2018, it's still relatively new, but that's still a decent amount of years that these yachts been in the water and underway. So props to the crew for keeping the engine room in incredible shape. This yacht comes with a pair of MTU 12V 2000 M96L engines. They're 1,945 horsepower each. Your top speed is right around 23 knots. You can cruise at 19. And I don't have the official range estimate on me. I would guess it's at least 1,000 at a lower cruising speed. But I have no doubts that this is a very capable vessel. Obviously, you're not going to be crossing oceans with this one. That's not the point. But you have a pretty good top speed for a yacht of its size. And with the stabilization system, you're going to have a very comfortable ride as well. Overall, very impressed with this yacht. All right, we're going to give you one more look at this main salon. Better yet, let me spoil you. We'll go all the way to the galley. So, thank you to Jeff Stanley at Gilman Yachts of Fort Lauderdale. This is a fantastic listing of his. I'm going to link it down below in the description. Let me know what you think of this Viking Enclosed Flybridge Super Yacht in the comment section down below. And we will catch you next time.